news out today. A Pagans Motorcycle Club leader over in Raleigh has just been sentenced to 75 years in the joint. Mainly, the rest of his life, he's going to die in there. And we're going to be talking, going over to the DOJ statement, all that type of stuff, what the news media is saying. And I know Black Dragon and some others have covered this story, but I wanted to cover it from a different angle. A big different angle, if you will. And you're probably going to be surprised with the angle I'm going to cover this from. Lately, people have been asking, well, what's going on with you, Hollywood? Really, what's going on with you? You seem like you've gone a different direction in your news coverage, which is a lot more force in defending clubs, if you will. That's what they said, even though I usually do defend them, but you're right. Not as forceful as I've been. And a lot of the times when these videos are made, the podcasts, all that, I get a lot of comments over on Spotify and emails and stuff. A lot of people are always saying, well, they shouldn't be doing this, or they should be getting along, or they're a motorcycle gang. We hear that all the time. You know, surely we do. We get it. We get where you're coming from as creators, as news type of deal. We get it. But here's what I want to say. It ain't all cookies and ice cream out there. It isn't the Boy Scouts out there. These are men out there hustling. And I get it. I always say it's a few individuals that are stupid that go out there and make the club look stupid. I get it, and that's true. But we never tell the stories of the person actually getting convicted and why they're doing it. And that goes back to the cookies and ice cream deal. Let's face it. Let's be 100% honest here. Everybody runs a hustle. Everybody's doing what they gotta do to survive in this world and get ahead, especially under this administration right now. Interest rates, way out there. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, do I approve of those that deal meth or fentanyl? No, because I've always been one of them guys that said, hey, why the hell you need anything more than freaking marijuana? You don't need nothing more than Mary Jane. But there's a market out there, and they're trying to get their cut of that market, regardless of what we believe is right and wrong. You can't bash on these people for doing what they got to do in these times. And yes, you're going to come back, well, that's some gang stuff. You know what? The underworld is something, it's something out there, man. It's not like civilians are going to understand what the underworld is all about. It's there. It's always going to be there. It's going to be able to make money for people that want to engage in the underworld. Hell, movies and all that make it into a big romantic deal when they talk about that stuff. But in real life, it is there. And I know you might not approve of the way of that thinking, but you have to understand when it comes to an MC, you stand behind that brother no matter what. No matter what anybody thinks, you stand behind them. Unless they broke your bylaws. Then it's see you later, bye-bye. But I think I'm kind of getting to the point where, and I figured this a lot out after I went on my vacation, I think I get to the point where it's like, if you're not in that kind of lifestyle, what gives you the right to say, hey, he shouldn't be doing this, he shouldn't be making this hustle? You're fine and dandy probably. But there's other people that ain't. And the real problem comes in with your DOJ, FBI. Sometimes you're forced into doing some stuff because once you're put on a gang task force list or you're no member of a club, the cards get stacked against you as far as employment's concerned, even getting your own children. That's happened to a lot of MC members why they went through divorce court. Oh, you're an MC member? Don't matter which club you're with. Oh, you must be a bad person. The only thing about the people you see in the news is they got caught. They got hemmed up. So it's like open season on them type of people. But I just want to make sure you remember, hey, take a break here. This is the scene. You know what? You wonder why a lot of rubs come out, and they're mostly the ones with the gang stuff. They'll go out and give their opinion. Oh, those are a bunch of trash. Then why the hell are you out there trying to act like it? Why are you getting all dressed up, going out there thinking you got a badass attitude, but those people are trash, but you're in there acting like them? That's a hypocrite right there. It's a huge hypocrite. Let's go into this story right here. Pagans Motorcycle Club leader gets 75 years in prison. He's going to be doing the time. Not you. He is paying for his crime against society, as they say. Not you. This story will last 5 minutes. 5 minutes and it gets moved on. He's going to be doing 75 years. Christopher Baker was sentenced in U.S. District Court in Raleigh. The 49-year-old Baker was convicted in September for drug trafficking, firearm, and money laundering charges. The U.S. attorney said Baker was one of 13 national leaders of the Pagans, which law enforcement says is an outlaw motorcycle gang. There it is. There we go. Motorcycle gang. The feds say Baker supplied over 268 kilos of meth to the Raleigh area. He was arrested in November 2021 by guess who? The ATF. And we all know how good people they are, right? Yeah. Not. For all you rubs out there, something that you don't understand about some of this type of stuff is federal agencies will send in agents. And everybody says, well, they got all kinds of cops in these clubs. Okay, and they go through their prospect period. You know what? They can make fake identities, a fake backstory. Unless you're the CIA, you don't know what the hell's going on. Let's just be honest about that for those that are crying, well, they got cops all over the place. What would you do different then to try to catch all that stuff up? What would you do different? They got their identities changed. They throw a driver's license with a credit card. Oh, it looks normal. But they're ATF agents or DEA or FBI. And most of the time when they go into something, now I'm not saying all the time, I'm saying most of the time, they go in, they can't find nothing, and that's when they start making insinuations to a member, or they actually come up with a scam to get the member into it. You got to remember, a lot of people don't have it easy like some of you do. Thus the hustle again. But when you have federal agencies going in and giving all kinds of help to these clubs and trying to set them up, do you blame clubs and others for not looking on them favorably, if you will, it does get tiring. Look at the comments after this video, please. Look at the comments. I guarantee there's going to be people, oh, they're a gang, or they're drug dealers, they're white trash, they're black trash, they're brown trash. You're dependent on who we cover. But there's the same people who want to go out and put on that act. They're living off the reputations of those with a hustle. That's what it comes down to. The bad boy image. Well, until you lived in the underworld, don't talk about it. Don't be a hypocrite. You're the same people trying to put on a bad boy image while you're over on YouTube watching these cop creators. You're the same one. You're just as worse as they are. Oh, let's put on a motorcycle patch. Let's act like the bad boys, but we're really cops. And then they give you advice on how to join a motorcycle club. Are you that stupid to buy into that kind of crap? And I have to say, a lot of people are. And that is unfortunate, because bikers, real ones, you want to know what a real biker is? They know about honor and loyalty. Honor and loyalty to their brothers, honor and loyalty to their scene. We're going to be talking about that on the members only segment, honor and loyalty. What the hell has happened? If you're not a member, you to join here on YouTube. Monday through Friday, we have a members only chat at 9:20, alive. So the ones talking, what would you know about it? What wouldn't you know about being loyal to the scene while you're going over there getting the cop stuff? That is actually kind of pathetic, if you ask me. It's like you're hedging a bet. You're putting 50 on black, you're putting 50 on red. That's what it seems like. And I think this had to be done. I think it's time to really put both sides of the story out. We cover a lot of the news. We might not agree with what people say, but their story ain't being told. And then you get people coming on bashing them. New times. Anyway, we're going to go to the second half of the show right now with China Doll. Members only right after that. We'll talk to you right after this music break.
Goodbye, vamoose, adios, ciao, so long, get your hat jack.
#1 internet biker radio show is now available on Spotify and all major platforms, including iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, and more. Don't forget to become a subscriber on any one of these platforms so you can be notified right away when our weekly episode is uploaded so you never miss an episode.